So you can see what I'm currently doing is going through the different cards that we used for the Justin Oliver concert, and I am transferring all of the clips into one folder. So basically, if you ever have to do this, you're going to set up a folder in your external hard drive, and I made ours Justin Oliver Rounders 91418. I made an audio folder. You can see I've already put the board mix in there. We plugged a jump drive into their board and recorded it there, as well as on the Tascam, which we plugged directly into their board using a line setting on the Tascam, so we could have two recordings of the audio. Haven't gotten to that card yet, so it's a decently long process. This will be the exports for when I go ahead and cut the project using a multicam edit, because I like to edit, might as well do it, and raw footage. So you can see basically I have different cameras. One is the front of house, which means this is back where the audio booth is in Rounders. Stage right is what you would actually call left if you were looking at the stage, but if you're on stage, it's stage right. This is also a tripod cam, so cam 1 and cam 2 are your tripod cams. Cam 3 and cam 4 are your handhelds. One is supposed to stay stage right, one is supposed to stay stage left. Some people move around, so we'll see how that goes. So you can see that we did have to use multiple cards because some people, because we only had a couple 32s and some 64s. It is important if you're doing a multicam edit like this, that's going to take a while to do, 64. So you can see I have different cards and they're transferring. So currently all the files are transferring, and then once I get them into that folder, which is going to card 1, I think it's right here. No, wait, let's see. It is tripod. So I'm transferring all the files. So these are the file names that it came in at, and it's easy to see because they come in a numeric order, 70 to 1, 171 to 1. But what's easier is if you actually go ahead and label them. And you want to make sure that when you label your cards that you label all the footage the same way. So one way you can do that is you can copy to make sure. Click with your mouse, highlight, and then I'm going to copy, Command C. I'm going to go back here to card 1, and I'm going to find my first one. It's 17001, and I can tell by looking at the other numbers this is the first one. Click, highlight it, and I'm going to paste it. However, I need to change it to cam 2 card 1. You can already see I found the sound check file and made that one sound check. Then I can actually highlight this. So it's cam 2 card 1-1. So I'm going to highlight from the dash over and hit copy. Then I'm going to highlight these right here, all of them. So I click at the top, hold the shift key, click at the bottom. It'll select anything from the first click to your second click. Then I'm going to right click on it, and we're going to say rename 11 items. So after you click and select all these, you're going to right click and you're going to go to format, and where we're going to have this, we're going to change the name, and we're going to call it cam2 card 1 dash, and then at the end of this dash we're going to start the numbers with 2 because we already have 1 down here. We don't want to do that because we'd overwrite this file and that would cause an issue with your multicam edit. And now we're going to say rename. If you ever want to double check and see what it's going to come out as, you can look right here where it says example. It says cam2 card 1-2, which is exactly what we want. So we can hit rename, and now we've renamed all our files. So this is how you can organize your stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for all the cards. It does alleviate quite a bit of time for you guys to have to look at the footage, because you'll notice if you go to the actual card and you double click on this MP4, it will not open in QuickTime. It says the operation could not be complete. That is normal. So in order for me to figure out what card it is and label it properly and what camera it is, I actually have to open up Adobe Premiere, find the card, look at the footage, listen to it, and then generally you have to actually quit Adobe Premiere when you plug in a new card in order for it to recognize the card and have it show up over here. So it is a tedious task, and it does definitely take quite a bit of time. However, I'm being nice and reducing that for you.